Look at this in the paper, Sid. We're not allowed to call bin men anymore. I don't call them anything. What are we going to call them then? We have to call them non-binary bin operatives. Have you heard anything so stupid, Sid? I refuse. I categorically refuse to call them that. Bin man was good enough for my father, and good enough for my father's father. For generations, Hancocks have been calling them bin men. Why change the habit of a lifetime? I've never heard you call them bin men. You usually call them bin bunnies. That is neither here nor there, Sid. It's the thought that counts. Some member of the blob in Whitehall trying to turn us all into a bunch of virtue-signalling lefties. Let me live my life. Oi, you lot, stop making all that noise. Bin man, do you have to drop rubbish all over my garden?
You're not allowed to call us bin men anymore, are you?
So, you're turning your nose up at bin man, are you? Well, what would you like us to call you? Lord of the Flies?
I'm not a bin man. I'm a bin them.
Have it your way. All right. Oi, you bin them. Do you have to drop rubbish all over my garden?
You'll have to pick the rubbish up yourself, sir. I'm on to number 25 now.
Cheeky beggar. All right, I'll clear up my own rubbish, and I'll make a better job than you, bin man.
You're doing it again. I find that offensive. I'm beginning to feel uncomfortable.
Keep your knickers on. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Knickers? I don't wear knickers. They're not gender neutral. I wear shorts, and I'm going to report you to my supervisor.
For God's sake, man, pull yourself together. Stop being so woke.
Woke? Woke? I'm not woke. The world is changing, and you've got to change with it. If you don't stop being abusive, I'll call the police. And to make matters worse, you're not doing your recycling. It's all wrong. You've been putting bottles in with cans.
Bottles in with cans. Whatever next? Do this, do that. The rules say this, not that. For God's sake, you take all your red tape and stick it in one of your recycling bins, especially for red tape.
Just you wait till I tell the council. They've got special courses for people like you.
Why do I have to go on a council woke retraining course, Hancock? You were the one arguing with the bin bunny. You can't call them that, Sid. Bin them, you mean. Anyway, you're on this course because you live at the same address as me. You didn't know that one of East Cheam's slave owners used to live there, did you? It may have been hundreds of years ago, but you're on the same council list as me. I may live at the same address, but you're the unwoke one, not me. It's not my address. It's not my ancestor. I recycle all the rubbish as it should be, as you well know. Nonsense. You've never put a bin out in your life. Tell me, what colour are the bins? What colour are the bins? Red. Found that, Sid? They're green. Told you.
Welcome to all you non-binary people. I'm your guide to the world of woke. I'm Nigel, but feel free to call me Nigella. However, before we begin, I must warn you our little course carries a mental health warning. If you are affected by anything on the course, I can take you aside afterwards and we can have a little tete-a-tete if necessary.
Hang on, Sid. It's that flaming bin man.
Now, this is the fun part of the course, which is where we hand out the emotional support animals. Bring them in. Ooh, it's very biblical, isn't it? Like Noah. Oh dear, Antonia. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. It's one of the little role reversal games I like to play. You don't seem to have an animal.
No, it's all right. I've got Sid. I mean Cindy. Yes, they are my emotional support animal.
Oh, do please try and join in, Antonia. It would make me very happy.
So, what did you get in the end, Hancock? I think it's some sort of lizard. What about you, Sid? I didn't want anything too big, so I think it's a mouse or a gerbil. You got any cheese?
Now, if at any time you feel upset or anxious on the course, you can stroke your emotional support animal, can't you? Feel free to have a good old stroke.
Nigella, I'm not sure I want to stroke a lizard.
Lizards are lovely, Antonia. It will relax both of you, won't it?
I'm trying, but I don't think it likes being stroked, Nigella. It's looking at me a bit funny. I don't think it's relaxed at all. It seems rather tense.
Au contraire, I think it's you that's rather tense, Antonia, if you don't mind me saying.
Mousy, have some cheese. Hang on, it's gone up me trouser leg, the little perisher.
That's it, let's all be friends. Now, would you, Cindy, would you like to introduce yourself to the rest of those who are here to learn about woke? You don't mind me calling you Cindy, do you? Because I think it will be interesting to see ourselves in a totally gender-neutral way.
Stop it. Stop it. You're tickling me. Well, all right, I've been called worse. Cindy it is. I am Antonia's lodger, and I help out around the house, Nigella.
Oh, what a wonderful, caring them you are. How much do you get paid?
Well, I don't get paid, actually.
OK, so that means you're a modern slave, does it, Cindy? Where's Mrs. May's helpline number when you need it?
Slave? I never thought of it like that. I suppose you could say that.
Yes, you can slip me a note asking for help if you're being held prisoner by that person next to you.
I heard that. Hang on a minute. Cindy does not help out around the house. We have a cleaner. If I had a slave, I wouldn't have him. By the way, you don't know anyone who works for Cash in Hand, do you?
Oh, so you do pay the cleaning person, do you?
Of course I do. The going rate before you ask.
And how much is the going rate, pray tell?
Well, the going rate round our way is £5 an hour. It's not a particularly affluent area, you must understand. Jobs are hard to get, especially with the Tories in power.
Well, we're going to have a little chinwag about this later, Antonia, aren't we? You know, between friends and equals. Ooh, doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Right, it's time for lunch. I hope you've all bought a packed lunch, like I told you. By eating our own vegan food, we're saving the planet. It's an added bonus, isn't it? That will help us feel good about ourselves. We don't want anyone to get depressed now, do we?
Well, unfortunately, Tesco's had sold out of vegan food, Nigella. So I've got several steak sandwiches instead, if anyone would like to try one. I know it's not quite vegan, but I did try. I could see the blood running, Hancock. Red and raw it is. Yes, red meat. I took a leaf out of our late leader Boris's book.
Excuse me, would you mind putting your dead animal away? I'm a vegan. You're making me gag.
Well, if it's a good gag, you can tell everyone, can't you, love?
Oh, dearie me. I told you not to bring any red meat into this room. Some people find it offensive and repulsive. And don't use the term love, it's demeaning. How do you feel now, Jennifer? I feel abused, Nigella.
Chin up, dear. It's a lovely piece of steak. I'm helping to keep a local business in work, aren't I? East Cheam's Butcher's finest sirloin. I'm sorry, Nigel. If I haven't got a face on it, I can't eat it.
You're going to have to eat all on your own, aren't you, Antonia? In the loo.
Well, that's not very nice, is it? I came on this course in all good faith, and I paid good money for this steak. I'd rather have that than all this vegetable rubbish.
Don't worry. It's not as bad as all that. We have gender-neutral toilets, don't we, Antonia?
Well, that's not much use for my steak. It's definitely male. A bull, in fact.
Don't be silly, Antonia. But hurry back, won't you? We're having a drag queen along. Give us a little talk of what their life was like as a redneck, cutting down giant redwoods in Canada before they converted to a more rogue way of life.
Sounds riveting. Can't wait. You don't think you're laying this woke stuff on a bit thick, do you? You can't change 45 years of genetic programming over on one silly course.
No, you can't be too woke, Antonia. Woke is wonderful. We'll make you so woke you won't recognise yourself.
But at the end, I'll still be a bloke, won't I? I won't start asking for a baby sham with a cherry down the East Cheam Arms, will I? I don't want to be a figure of fun in front of me mates, Nigella. I want to be normal and fit in. Yeah, that's it, Hancock. We're all different, ain't we?
We're all different, yes, but there's some nice differences and there's some nasty differences. Some of us are a bit too different, aren't we, Antonia? And woke is normal.
Well, to make a long story short, I gave up my dirty jeans, trainers and rock t-shirts when I accidentally cut off my penis with a chainsaw. Wow!
Ooh, how wonderful, Roberta. And you still managed to continue as a lumberjill in your high heels and sequins. Oh, bravo, bravo.
But underneath all of that, Roberta, you're still a bloke, aren't you? Where did you get this dinosaur from, Nigella? I've never been so insulted.
Antonia, unless you can show unconditional respect to them, I'll have to fail you for the entire course.
All right, mate. Fair dues. You may be one of us, but you make a lovely bird. Where did you get your high heels from? I might be looking for a pair myself if I spend much more time on this flaming course. Hancock, shut up. You could get a prison sentence for hate crime.
Quite right, Cindy. Go to the top of the class. I see you are going to get top marks.
Yeah, Hancock, that's the way to do it. I'm going to get top marks because I can keep an open mind. You did this at school, didn't you, Sir James? You're creeping. You're becoming woke in front of my eyes.
Moving on, I would like you all to do some role play. Everyone knows how to role play here, don't they? In that case, would everyone who identifies strongly as a man please imagine that you had mammary glands?
I know what a gland is. Well, I'm not sure I know what a mammary is. I don't know what they are, so how can I imagine them? Nigella.
You know, you load a bar with them.
Nigella means tits, Hancock.
No. You mustn't use words like that. Use the proper ones. Theys and thems might be offended otherwise.
That is the proper one, isn't it? I've never had a woman tell me that I get on their mammary glands. Now, come on, Nigella, let's be serious. However, you have got on women's tits on numerous occasions, Hancock.
That's it. I've had enough. You two are on a warning. If you continue to talk like that, I'll fail you. However, no one on this course is actually a failure, are they? That wouldn't be woke. So, as I said, now this is your little tasket. Everyone imagine hard and tell me what it feels like to have mammary glands. Has it changed your appreciation
Of thems and theys.
Have you embraced your inner goddess?
Well, speaking personally, Nigella, not really, but Sid has. She's called Barbara Windsor.
In that case, I must bring on my period simulator, which will let you know what it's like to have period cramps. In addition, you will strap a 20-kilo sack of sand to your chest to simulate a 44D bus size. Right, Cindy and Antonia, you can be the first to try it out.
Ah, that hurts. Turn it off. Turn it off.
That serves you right. That will make you understand what theys and thems have to go through.
Well, it might do if I knew what you were talking about. Hang on. Yes, I could truly say I know what Barbara Windsor goes through when she goes out with Sid James.
And now, sadly, I have to announce that it's nearly the end of the course, and I'm afraid you're going to have to give back your emotional support animals. I'm sorry if you've bonded or anything. So take a little time to unbond if you may.
Sid, where's Fangs gone? I haven't seen it for a while.
There's your little lizard, Antonia. Come to Nigella, come to Nigella. Oh, ow! Ouch, it's bitten me and it won't let go. Help! Help! Help!
Stop it, Fangs. Stop throwing Nigella around like a rag doll. I'm sure it's an alligator, Hancock. Yes, I think you're right for once, Cindy. It's certainly a bit of a boy. There's nothing woke about a flaming alligator, is there?